My name is John Nicholson. So when I was in middle school, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease with some co-infections, and I had to take a lot of medicine for it. And I went through this period of, depression, being in pain, not wanting to get out of bed. It takes the life out of you. And, I was a churchgoer, grew up in the church. I believed in healing, but then, there was a moment in my life after high school that I started digging into scripture, and I realized that, Jesus can heal and will heal. And there was a change in my belief about healing. There was a change in my theology. There was a change in my spiritual life, because I wasn't just a churchgoer anymore. I was reading the Word. I was diving into it, and I'd spend hours in the book, and I'd be reading and reading and reading, and so much so where I gained confidence and was encouraged, and so I started praying for other people. There was a belief change, a mindset change of believing God can heal someone to believing God will heal someone. There was two significant things that happened for me. My diet changed. I was eating only healthy foods, and then also I started actually believing the book. And so from that point, there was that shift of believing God can heal me and believing God will heal me and believing God is healing me. And so there was that change of actually believing that Christ in me is stronger, and that so much so that He's strong enough to actually affect my flesh, my body. When that happened, I wasn't dealing with Lyme disease anymore. From going to see a doctor, every month to, being basically declared you don't need to see the doctor anymore. And to where, I'm not tired anymore. I'm not depressed. I don't have anxiety. I'm not having to take, 30 pills in the day and 30 pills at night. Yeah, if I had to tell somebody who's in the same shoes that I was in, whether it was Lyme disease, an autoimmune disease, or you've got some broken part of your body, or a family member who has some sickness, or really anything, I would just say, dig into scripture and just believe what Jesus has to offer. And that's life, that's healing, that's fullness now. And if the situation in your mind is grabbing that infirmity and believing that's a part of who you are, or God is going to use this for His glory, and He will, but if that's an excuse in your thinking to not be healed, basically, then that's the idol. And so my encouragement to those who are struggling, or those that are dealing with, a family member or them themselves are dealing with a sickness that is, life disabling, I would just say believe God will. Even if it takes 100 times, just keep believing.